Okay, so I'm not super good at this video thing, but I just want to share with you some things that we need to be working on this coming week. So bear with me. I'll try to be as short, sweet, and concise as possible. So the first thing I want to talk about is what needs done this week as a team. So Tuesday morning, since there's a 2-hour delay, Dr. Horseman did say that if the entire team wants to come in and have a full team practice, that would be awesome. He will check in on you periodically throughout those 2 hours. So if everybody wants to come in from 8 to 10, I think that would be very good for the entire team. I will caution you, remember to make smart decisions and only have smart actions. We're so close to the end of this season, and let's just keep it on the up and up. So no stupidity, no messing around, that kind of thing. So just like we discussed in our meeting this past Tuesday, just make sure that we're focused on FTC, okay? So other meeting times this week, I think that's just going to have to be up to you guys. Make sure that you've got a coach present, but that really can be individual drive teams working and practicing together. Whatever works for you guys. So we have to figure out Vuforia. So what's going to work for Vuforia? Why is it not working? How can we make it work? What's going on? Is it a program issue? Is it a phone issue? So I think Jared is willing to go up with the programmers this evening at 7 to see if we can get that figured out. See if anybody posted anything on the forum to give us some insight on any of that. So we have to get the Vuforia working. We need to get the servos, make sure that all the servos are working and that arm is properly attached and things like that. So other than that, drive teams need to be 100% in sync by Friday. So if you want to meet with your drive team, please schedule a time to meet with your drive team and let a coach know so that we can be present during those times. So I discussed in the meeting the other night that we only want the best to drive. We want to do our absolute best. So if you're not feeling comfortable with driving, let me know. Or, let somebody on the team know. And we can change around the driving teams. That's totally fine. So, and you know what, if you want to wait until the end of this week to decide, that's fine. But just know it's okay if you decide, you know what, I'm not ready for this. And if it comes to be the 3rd or 4th round or 5th round and hey, we're doing okay on Saturday, then go ahead and drive because you're not going to mess us up. It's all good. So everybody deserves a chance if you want to drive, if you're comfortable with that. But if not, that's okay too. So just have some good open communication with me, please. So let's talk about next weekend's schedule. So Friday night, I think we need to leave at 4:15. The robot inspection is from 5 to 8, but it's first come, first serve. So if you get there at 5 and there's nobody in line for robot inspection, then you just go through inspection, boom, you're done. Off along your merry way. So we have to have the self-inspection sheet done. Now that we know about that, we need to have the self-inspection sheet done before we go and bring that with us. Carter, you're in charge of bringing that with us. So we have to have that done and with us on Friday night. And I want to know who's going, who's not going. So I want all 10 of you to give me a yay or a nay on that. And we can make a list on the board. You can text me. You can, whatever works best for you. But I have to know who's going and who's not going on Friday night. I'm hoping to be back by 6:30 or so. And then we've arranged it with Mr. Goodwin that you can actually show off your robot and kind of as a team just give a little, hey, how are ya, wave at the home basketball game that night. So that'll be just a lot of fun. I think the robot, if we're back in time, can even carry out the winning 50-50 ticket. So I think that'll be just way fun. So you don't have to stay for the entire game, but after the robot inspection, which not everybody has to go to. There's no social time. There's nothing like that. It's just the inspection. And if you don't go to the inspection, that's okay. You can still come to the game. So just let me know what your plans are for Friday evening. Saturday. I assume all 10 of you are going. Let me know if anybody is not going with us on Saturday morning. So I'm putting together the schedule, the agenda. I think we're going to leave probably at 7:30-ish, maybe 7:15. So I will send that out very soon, Saturday morning, and then we'll head up to Van Wert from there. So there's a few things that we need to do before Saturday for sure. But let me know if you're not going with the team on Saturday. Let me know if you're not going with the team. Otherwise, I will assume that all 10 of us are going. Either bring your lunch for Saturday or sign up on the whiteboard in the FTC room so that we know if you need to order a lunch. I think it's $6 and you get 4 pieces of pizza, homemade cookies, and either water or Gatorade. I will need to turn that paperwork in with the money on Friday night when we go for robot inspection. So I have to have all of that information beforehand. If you don't give me your money by Friday, I'm not going to pre-order you anything. So we will have, or they will have concession stands available all day, and you most certainly can bring your lunch. So either prepay and pre-order or bring your lunch, whichever's best for you. So for Saturday, everything has to be labeled, including batteries, safety glasses, everything has to be labeled. Everything. So as we're packing everything up that we want to bring, if anything is not labeled, we need to label it. We can bring whatever we want on Friday night, but our pits are not open yet until Saturday morning. So whatever we bring Friday night, we're going to have to bring home and then bring back on Saturday. And our pit is one round table, and we have 4 chairs on that table. So we just have to make sure that every single thing is labeled. And then if we need to put all of our contact information, so you can put my information, Jared's information, Becca's information, our contact information inside the engineering notebook in case they do find anything and need to get in touch with us. Okay, so we also need 1 sheet of what we can accomplish. So a 1-page form or 1-page document of what We Will Bot You can do during our competition. That way we can pass those out to different teams as they're coming around asking about alliance selection items. So I need 1 person to put that together. Caleb, I'm going to nominate you to put together, make a list. What can we offer to other teams? What can our robot do? Okay, Caleb, you're in charge of that. I'm also wondering if we want to create a 1-page survey so we can ask other teams what they can do. So if we want to do any scouting and go around and talk to other teams, then we can ask, can you do XYZ? Can you do the Relic? Can you do Vuforia? Things like that. So if we want to do that, then somebody needs to come up with that. Okay, I'm not going to nominate anybody. I'm going to leave that a team decision. You guys can talk amongst yourselves and nominate each other, or nominate yourself. Say, you know what, I'll take on that task too. I know that at Tip City, they also had a little scouting area right in front of the competition area, and they were all, writing down. That's totally up to you if you want to do that or not. Completely up to you. Judging interviews. So we need to write out bullet points. So Tanner, Tate, and Austin are still going to have the 3 major pieces because we've got that together. So those 3 need to work together really well this week as to what you're all going to say, how you're going to say it so that it's clear and it's concise and it's organized. But beyond that, the other 7 of you need to have bullet points as far as what needs to be discussed and who can discuss it. Ashlyn, I'm going to put you in charge of that one. So if you can write out some bullet points, create a Google Doc, write out some bullet points. People can add bullet points, and then people can add their names to the bullet points that they want to talk about. For example, Tate should talk about Robot Night. Perfect. That's his baby. Ashlyn should talk about coloring contest. Perfect. That's her baby. Nathan, talk about your video. Perfect. That's your baby. So those types of things. But then Matt and Carter and the rest of you, you need to, everybody needs to speak. And according to the rules right here, okay, I've got rules and I underlined it. It says all, capital all, team members should be enthusiastic. Some of you that can be, you need to put on your happy face. That can be enthusiastic and knowledgeable about the team and robot, and be prepared to speak to the judges. So you all need to be prepared to speak to the judges. If you don't know something, don't make it up. You can say, I wasn't involved in that. That's okay. That's okay. So some of you aren't familiar with the video and how that was created. That's okay. Some of you aren't familiar with the programming. That's okay. It's okay to say, I don't know, but you need to be able to respond professionally and enthusiastically. Okay, don't just make something up just to make it up. So Ashlyn, you're in charge of that, if that's okay. So then I only have 2 more things to talk about. The first one is on January 26th, which is a Friday. So we are going as a team to CA Group, that's Cheryl Ann Group, and talking to the associates there. We're giving a half-hour presentation. We'll worry about the presentation next week after competition because it doesn't need to be this big, long, super long, enormous thing. They want to see what our robot does. They want to hear a little bit about competition, and we want to just keep it basic. But just for their associates to, you know, get a feel for what we're doing. So we will meet in the FTC room at 12:30 that day, leave about 12:45. Our presentation is from 1 to 1:30, and then we will return at 2. So that's not mandatory. If you don't want to go, don't go. That's okay. I will need to know so that we have enough drivers. If there's only 4 or 5 of you going, then we only need 1 driver. If there's all 10 of you going, then we need 2. So you do need to let me know who's going to be going to that one as well. And I might just put up a sign-up sheet on the dry erase board as well. So all of that being said, underneath the Gracious Professionalism board in the FTC room, there are packets, stapled packets of paperwork. And it's the permission forms for the field trip and permission forms for Jared, Becca, Dennis, and I to be driving you. So your parents have to fill those out, and you have to bring those back to us, or you're not able to go with us either to competition next week, Friday night or Saturday. You're not able to go to Cheryl Ann with us. So please grab, there are 10 packets. Please grab a packet, have your parents fill it out, and then bring it back to us this Monday, Tuesday, whatever, you know, the earlier in the week, the better. So I don't think we can accept handwritten notes like we did last time. That's not quite the process that we can follow this time. So please grab that and let me know when you are practicing this week. I can do Monday night, Tuesday night, or Thursday night. And then definitely everybody be there Tuesday morning from 8 to 10. And then tonight, programmers and anybody else that you talk to, your driving team or whatever, anybody else that wants to come tonight at 7 o'clock. I won't be there, but Jared will be. And then we'll go from there. So I'm not planning on practicing Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, but let me know if you need me there, or let Jared know, or let Becca know. But then Friday, like I said, leave at, what did I say, 4:15? So I'll be at school by about 3:15 to get packed up and talk about getting ready to go and all of that stuff. So I will be sending out the agenda for next week very soon, hopefully today, actually hopefully within just a few minutes once I get that completely finalized and all done. Spread the word, invite people next week. It's going to be a great experience. There are 28 teams competing, so it's a rather large competition, so it'll be fun. So I hope that we're all on the same page, and I hope that we can all move forward from here. Let me know what questions you have. Thanks. Have a great day.